So we're ready for the first project on the Tundra here this afternoon. We got the old shocks out of the way, and we're ready to replace them. And we're going to do that with the Gas-a-just shocks and struts that we got from KYB. Now, these are going to be a great improvement over what we just took off of that.
You know, first of all, it all comes down to the design. It's a high-pressure monotube design with this shock. And what it does, well, basically it does all the adjusting for you to compensate for different terrain and different workloads. So basically, you've got a hydraulic section here where there's hydraulic fluid, you've got a floating piston, and then you've got gas and the nitrogen gas in the bottom of it. So what happens is this shock is forced to move and back and forth. Well, it does more dampening because that nitrogen gas in the bottom side, it starts to expand and dampens and compensates for different terrain and different workloads.
Yeah, you're on a bumpy road and it's working harder, it's going to dampen like that. You know, I was talking a couple seconds ago about the comfort of the ride that we want, and that's very important. But even more important than that is the vehicle's performance and the safety and the handling, right, and the response. And you want that same kind of handling and response, whether you're pulling a trailer or you're on a bumpy road or whatever, and we're going to be able to get it.
So we're over here at the spring compressor. What we were going to do is reuse the old front spring, but we 86 those old struts. So they're out of the way. We've got all new hardware here. Now we just need to reassemble or assemble this spring onto this new strut. So we go up here. I go to this. Ta-da!
There you go. Hold on. Yeah.
A little tap. There we go.
The old metric hammer.
All right, since I got this one through, you're doing the back.
What?
Yeah,
How's
I
that
put
work?
this whole thing together.
I clearly just did the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
So I will admit, Bruno had a little bit more tricky end up there on the front. Back here, it's pretty simple. So we'll just get this slide in there. I'll get this bolt in here, and we'll take a look at things. You know, these KYB shocks are specifically designed to restore or improve the handling on your stock vehicle. And that's very important because you think about it, especially on these newer vehicles, you think about all of the information that the computer is gathering and analyzing. And with these crash avoidance system, you know, it's reacting to this and that. I mean, these new vehicles will hit the brakes long before you will, you know. So you don't want to put in an inferior part that is not going to give that original performance, or a part that's going to fail and send mixed messages to the computer, because then it's hitting the brakes and doing things that you don't want. So make sure you're using good quality parts like we are today. All right, let me get this back up on here. Nothing to it. And this side is almost done. We'll get that baby right down in there. And we'll get it started. All right, boom.